You're listening to Popcorn in Orbit, a podcast for sci-fi lovers of all galaxies, hosted by filmmakers Jeremy Major and Ian P. Causer.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here in Canada. I've got Ian in Great Britain. Ian, how you doing?
I'm good, Jay. How are you?
Good.
We did it.
We did it.
Season finale.
Yeah, this is exciting because we decided to jam pack this episode with goodness.
Absolutely.
For a change.
Yeah. All killer, no filler on this episode. Yeah, that's the end of season one.
Yeah.
It's flown by.
It has, yeah. Do you want to go through what we've got in store here today?
Yeah, we'll do the rundown. So
yeah, that sounds good.
We thought it'd be fun to talk about our personal highlights from series one.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna open up our own personal, the Science Fiction Hall of Fame.
Yes, that is right.
The first inductees will be placed. 7 each.
Yeah.
7 from Jay,
and it's not
7
us.
from myself. No,
we're not
inducting
ourselves.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It is gonna be fun.
First of all, I'd just like to thank all the special guests we had on this series. We hoped we might get 1 or 2, and we got so much more than that, and I'm really grateful to them. So big thank you to Aaron and Bob and Carl and Tim and Nathan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really appreciate their contributions.
There was so much to learn there, so many great stories from sort of the, in quotes, old days of Hollywood and behind the scenes nuggets. It was a lot of fun.
It was. And they're all legends. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. And we thought it might be fun to kick things off with our own highlights from the last season. Ian, do you have some good moments that stuck with you?
Yeah, I've got three in no particular order.
Yeah,
I particularly enjoyed the debate you had with Nathan Fleet about whether Black Hole is actually a good movie. I still don't know, one way or the other. I haven't seen it, but I'm keen to check it out to see whose side I fall down upon, yours or Nathan.
Yeah, and the movie is a product of its time, and not to revisit the argument, but there are some challenging things about watching it.
But you haven't softened your position. Is basically what
but I do appreciate that. No, forget it. Just go on.
People may remember from the episode where Bob Monroe kind of came on and talked with us, how obsessed I was with female hair in Zero Gravity.
You really were. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it's because of the movie Gravity, and I'm just going to forgive me for repeating myself, but I just genuinely was waiting to see what happened when Sandy Bullock took off the sort of skull cap.
Wow.
And I felt it was a cheat. They cut all her lovely hair off.
Right.
So when Bob Monroe actually went through and explained how they animated Julie Mao's hair in The Expanse, that was a big deal for me. And it was a real highlight.
I feel like this was the main reason we had Bob on the show, was that so you could ask him that question.
Yeah, it was. I was finding it tricky to ask him just casually. So we thought, let's get him on a podcast on record, and then he can't say sort of, that's what?
It's why we created this podcast, was to create an environment so that you could ask Bob.
Yeah, just that. Yeah. And I guess probably is my number one highlight of the first series was, because I didn't know it was coming, was Tim Partridge and his anecdote about falling out with Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah.
Now, the great anecdote in that episode is watching Lawrence with David Lean. But I'd heard that one before. I knew that one. And I'd asked him to bring it up for the podcast, and he very kindly did. I didn't know the Paul Verhoeven story, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. If you remember, he just sort of mentioned, I would pick RoboCop, but... so that was I really enjoyed that. And I can still kind of see it in my mind's eye, the Yorkshireman stubbornly and correctly standing his ground with somebody who is renowned for being a little bit combustible. I wish I'd been a fly on that wall.
No, it's so true. And I mean, it had a great ending too, where they made up. They became friends.
Only because Verhoeven agreed that Tim was right in the first place.
Yeah.
I think if Verhoeven hadn't done that, there could be bodies in woods and stuff, because Tim's a Yorkshireman and he wasn't backing down, I promise you.
No, it's true, isn't it?
How about you, Jay? What have been your highlights?
That was one of mine as well. I won't count that as one of mine, but that one did strike a chord with me too. That was a fun story. So many great stories from everybody. And the other thing I loved hearing about was all the miniatures, the not so miniatures, and just the sheer sort of, requirement of resources and talent and money and everything that went into those shots. And I know there's a few things that we've sort of revisited that these guys talked about, and they're just moments, like glimpses on screen.
Yeah, the bridge,
the flash of an eye. Yeah, the bridge,
the bridge in
Lone Ranger. Yeah,
it's phenomenal, really, isn't it? The effort
really
that goes
is.
in for a couple of seconds of screen time.
Yeah, and also so convincing.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah,
it's really incredible. So that would be one for sure. And actually, Carl Miller had a great story that I liked about the stop motion and somebody accidentally turning the motor into reverse.
And
they lost days of stop motion work. So.
Oh my word! Yes, that was cringeworthy. That was, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then finally, just this idea that we would attempt to do a Star Trek episode. As self-proclaimed non-Trekkies right off the bat.
Yeah. You couldn't ignore it though, could you? But
no, you couldn't. No.
I must confess, I haven't listened to that one back. I don't know how that holds up.
I think though, as we got into it, I think we realized that Star Trek is such a part of our society and science fiction in general that we probably knew more than we realized.
I think we probably did, actually.
Just by osmosis.
And I do like the Abrams reboot movies.
Exactly.
But it's such a vast world, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
That you feel like you're I felt like I was completely unqualified to talk about it.
And yet there it is.
And there it is.
An entire episode about that.
How long is that episode? Like 4.5 minutes?
I think it's short. Yeah.
Blissfully short.
Yes, which was wise on our part. All right, so there you go. Some highlights from the past, 18 episodes?
18 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, shall we get into this list of Hall of Fame inductees?
Yeah, I think so.
There's a few parameters, but not many limitations here. Do you want to just go through how we kind of approach this?
Well, yeah, I didn't want to put films in.
Right.
Because otherwise you just play 7 films that we've already talked about in. Yeah. So what I was more interested in is people or props or vehicle, things that are just so distinctly sci-fi that they'll be the first round ballot Hall of Fame entries.
Yes.
They deserve it.
I'm not aware of any such thing.
Okay. So I'm a big fan of the NFL.
Yes.
And Canton is the NFL Hall of Fame. And if you go in for your first year of eligibility,
right,
then that's almost like the pinnacle within the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I see.
So you can't be entered into the Hall of Fame until you've been retired 5 years. And then when you become eligible for it, if you get in on that year 6, that first year, those are the greatest of the greats. So this is the first time we're doing a Hall of Fame.
Right.
So the first entries are going to be the pinnacle.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
If you get in, you're a legend anyway.
Yeah.
But if you get in 16 years from now, you're not quite the legend you are as if you get in today.
Yes.
That makes sense.
That does make sense, yeah.
I'm saying all like this, like people will care about our personal Hall of Fame.
Well, I think what's fun about it is that it's not movies.
No.
It can be anything. Talent, props, as you say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, are you ready to get to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen.
How do we count this down?
I feel like this needs like a big fanfare theme music right here. Maybe some cheering.
Oh, no. I've just realized who I haven't put in.
No. What is happening right now?
Oh, no.
What is happening?
Not right. Maybe you have. Maybe
I have. I probably have.
Yeah. This is when you said fanfare. I just went, uh-oh.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I've forgotten somebody really important.
I don't think I have.
Oh, really?
This is only the first of its kind, Ian.
Yes, I know, but he deserves to be in the first.
He does. He does. So let's
Should we do 15? 7 each. Plus, we'll both agree on the one. Yeah,
yes.
Plus 1.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay, cool.
All right. Here we go. On the fly. All right. So, fanfare. Cue the fanfare.
Cue the fanfare.
And, ladies and gentlemen, the first ever science fiction Hall of Fame, movie Hall of Fame.
And TV.
And TV. Okay, let's start that again. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay. Ian, let's hear your number 7.
Number 7 is the I Want to Believe poster from Mulder's basement office.
Wow.
The most famous poster in sci-fi folklore.
Okay.
I would argue.
Okay.
Because it's actually in the show.
Right. I see what you're saying.
And it's sat behind Mulder in all of those episodes in that basement office.
Yeah.
With Scully having to look at it, ironically. And I've often thought about the positioning of the poster is he's got his back to it because he already does believe.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if it's actually talking to Scully who's looking at it, trying to convince her to believe. Mm-hmm. But during the 90s, this thing was on lunch pails and posters and T-shirts. And it was... So for me, it's the most iconic movie. It's the most iconic sci-fi television prop of all time, and it deserves its place in the hall.
Yeah, okay, very cool.
So as you walk in, it's just going to be there on the wall.
In the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. As you walk into the Hall of Fame, you've got to use some imagination, admittedly.
Sure, absolutely.
But there it is. And they kept disappearing. It's just an interesting anecdote, but I've heard Chris Carter say it was the most stolen thing in the entire X-Files run.
Is that right?
And it was continually stolen. They turn up the next day for shooting, and so they had to print hundreds of them.
Really?
Yeah. And I get it, because it's just a piece of paper, so it's not really theft. Yeah. And I'll be honest, if I was an extra or a prop master or whatever on an episode of the X-Files, I was in there for the day, pretty sure I'd take it down.
Yeah.
Get David and Gillian to sign it, and then leave.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
And doesn't it just capture the spirit of this whole, fandom thing? This whole love for science fiction in general.
It does.
Yeah. Okay,
and it captures the essence of that show so brilliantly.
Awesome.
How about you, Jay? Who's your number 7?
Number 7, I'm inducting the first season of Severance.
Oh,
can I do that?
Yes, of course you can.
All right, season 1.
Season 1 of Severance coming in.
Yeah, I just think it was perfect, start to finish.
Yeah. Just true perfection.
Perfection.
You can't compliment anything greater than that, can you?
No.
And Ben Stiller, I still can't get my head around Ben Stiller. I'm not questioning his talent, but it's not the genre you would expect Ben Stiller to thrive in, is it? He's a comedy legend.
Yeah, I suppose. Now, I think if you look at some of his movies, well, they kind of span the spectrum of comedy, but not comedy. They span the spectrum of comedy to not comedy.
Yeah, that's very wide spectrum.
It really is.
Yeah.
He's a really smart guy.
I think most comedians are.
Yeah.
I think they have to be. To be quick-witted and what have you, and I think they play dumb. And I like his dumb movies. I love Dodgeball and Zoolander, and so that's the kind of Ben Stiller I picture. Well done, Ben. God bless you.
I just think they did a great job of creating a really unique world with a unusual tone.
Yeah,
it's just very distinctive. I don't know of anything else quite like it. So there we go. It's in there.
Awesome.
So second thing you'll see when you walk in.
Actually, no, the second thing you see when you walk in is my number 6.
Okay,
and
let's hear it.
That is Ripley's cryosleep chamber from Alien.
Awesome.
Ideally with Ellen Ripley in it.
Right.
Kind of 2 for 1 there, I know, but I think it's the first time we saw hibernation as a... Oh, it's certainly the first time I saw hibernation in deep space travel movies.
Yeah.
And it opens up a whole world of possibilities for sci-fi writers, including myself. It's it's an absolutely massive inspiration for Adiona with the first sci-fi I wrote.
Yeah.
And this idea of cryosleep, hydrosleep, whatever we want to call it.
Right.
was just a brilliant idea, I think, and it opened up a whole realm of possibilities. And look at how many movies have copied it.
That's the thing, yeah.
You know, because and across the spectrum, your favorite movie of all time, Passengers, it's using that sleep chamber as its central plot point.
It just becomes a part of the vocabulary of science fiction.
Yeah, and I think I remember the first time we ever met, and you'd read Adiona. Mm-hmm. I think one of the first things you ever said to me is, "It's just hilarious that you just put cryosleep chamber."
Yeah,
and I
there's
know
no
what
explanation.
You mean.
You just know what it is.
Just know what it is. So yeah, we're going to walk past the "I Want to Believe" poster, and I think I'm probably stood up just for ease of getting a selfie with it. Yeah. We'll have the cryosleep chamber, not with actual Sigourney Weaver in it, but with like a Ellen Ripley, mannequin,
a wax figure.
Yes, straight from Madame Tussauds. That's a good idea. We'll stick that in there.
Well, and you're right. Like I said to you that I saw Alien sort of later in life.
Probably a good thing, to be honest.
Yeah, probably. And seeing it for the first time, like I loved it, but you almost feel like it's not that original because so many other movies have stolen from it since, but I just didn't see it in that order.
Yeah, you didn't see it in that order. Whereas it's genuinely the first time I saw it. Yeah. And I can still see the lids opening and go, what is this? And then coming awake and just, that blew my mind when I was 11 or 12 when I saw it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Really more than anything else to do with that film.
Really?
Really more than the face huggers and the chest bursting and all of that.
Wow.
It was that just sent my imagination absolutely racing. Yeah. Not even from the perspective of writing movies, but just, wow, can we do that? Because I'm 11. Can we send somebody to an outside of the solar system? That's how you do it. You just freeze them and they wake up in 1,000 years.
It is a wild idea.
It is. And I find that fascinating. Very, very cool.
Good stuff.
What you got at number 6?
Okay, number 6, I am inducting Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. Wow.
Yeah. Doesn't really need much explanation.
It doesn't, does it? I mean,
so many great science fiction movies.
Yeah. Do you think he'll be all right in there?
Yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah. Obviously a wax version of him.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, with posters of Interstellar, Inception.
Yeah.
Are you putting Tenet in there or not?
I might. Tenet can be mentioned on a small list.
Yeah.
But Interstellar for sure, up front and center. I mean, he just has so many
Inception for sure.
Movies that break your mind, basically.
Yeah. Do you think that's possibly what happened with Tenet?
It broke?
Well, yeah. And you just thought walking backwards would look really cool.
Yeah. And I have a feeling it read really well.
Right. Yeah.
But the execution maybe didn't do it justice in some way.
No, I agree. Yeah, it's a shame, really, because I love John David Washington. Mm-hmm. But he sets the bar so high. That's the problem with these guys, that if they set the bar that high, your expectation going to everything they do is on the ceiling. Yeah. And if it's just an 8 out of 10, you feel a little disappointed, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
I remember this with Prometheus. Yeah, it's an alien movie. It's Ridley Scott. Oh my, wow. This is going to be amazing. And it's a really good movie. Really good. I revisited it recently. It's a really good movie, but it's not as good as Alien or Blade Runner. Yes. Therefore, you're like,
the bell curve.
Yeah, it's not fair. You feel for Ridley, Yeah. And it's a similar thing, I think, there with Christopher Nolan. But he very much deserves to be in there. Is his brother coming in with him?
Yeah, sure. He can come. Yeah, just for the ideas alone. I mean, the films are incredibly well put together. Like, he's a great director. But yeah, even just the ideas behind them are just so original.
They are, yeah. They're fantastic.
Yeah. All right. So let's hear your number 5.
Number 5 is my writer. I'm a writer. We've got to get a writer in. There is only one writer who should be the first writer inducted into the Sci-Fi Hall of Fame, and that is Ian P. Corsa. I'm joking. Philip K. Dick. Philip K. Dick, the godfather of sci-fi.
Yeah.
We talked about him, or I waxed lyrical about him in a previous pod, so I won't go on too much, but this guy came up with just about everything. Yeah. And Blade Runner for me is his magnus opus.
Absolutely.
Minority Report, A Scanner Darkly. I mean, on and on and on.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's the daddy of sci-fi writers. And
he's an idea man right there.
Yeah, yeah, he's probably the idea man. Really.
Yeah, it's true.
I often wonder how many directors have gone, oh, good Lord. It's all right for you to dream this stuff up. I got to shoot it now, you know. I'm starting to see things more from the director's perspective as I talk to you, you know.
Right.
And so I was thinking about this on Minority Report, thinking that's a cool scene because it shows the simplicity of the world what we're living in. You went, that's an absolute bitch to shoot though for Spielberg. So I'm starting to understand that a little bit more. So yeah. I do wonder how many times Ridley Scott or Steven Spielberg or anybody else who's directed, like Total Recall, how do you direct Total Recall?
Right,
you know? I've probably sat there going, is that Verhoeven?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I probably sat there thinking, wow, yeah, you can write it, buddy. Now I got to go and somehow make this thing. Mm-hmm. But that's the director's problem. And a writer's problem is to create great original narratives with fascinating characters. And Philip K. Dick was the daddy.
Great choice.
Who's your number 5?
My number 5.
Or what?
Or what, yes. Is a bit more abstract, but I thought this was one of the coolest things I've seen in a movie. I am inducting the fifth dimension Tesseract from Interstellar. You know that when he comes down, he can see through time.
Yeah.
His daughter, I just thought the design of that whole thing.
Yes.
Being physical, yet seeing through time, it's just like you can't even explain it.
Because you're putting something you're trying to create something in the 3D that is 5D. So,
right.
So yeah, is that? I mean, we could spend a whole pod just talking about that. I think.
Yes.
How is that in the writing of it, or is that in the directing of it, or is that in the post-production of it that they've done that?
Well, there's so much. They shot so much of it in physical.
Yeah.
I think it's just enhanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's everybody.
Yeah.
The 5 dimensions of filmmaking.
It is phenomenal, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to make it make sense to the viewer must have been a absolute nightmare.
I know. So that is one of the rooms in the Hall of Fame. You go in and you're actually floating in that space.
Oh, wow. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? You could just go forward and backwards through time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is it just her bedroom in there? I can't quite remember. Is it just her bedroom in various points of time and space?
I guess, where he is. Yeah, I think it is mostly that. Mm-hmm.
He's pushing the books off the shelves.
Yeah, pushing the books. Yeah, that's right.
And it connected back to the start of the movie so well when she says she calls it her ghost, you know.
Yeah, all those little clues.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. All right, so what's your number 4?
My number 4 is the greatest spaceship in the history of space.
Okay.
Do I need to name it?
Do we need to name it?
It's the Millennium Falcon. Of course it is.
Awesome.
Has to be there.
It's a clunker.
It's a clunker.
Which is part of the charm.
It for it. And that's the soul of it, isn't it? It's the soul of it. And I cheered just as much when I saw it in Force Awakens as I did when Han Solo and Chewbacca arrived. You know, because it's a character now.
It is.
And it doesn't speak. It's not a ship that talks to Han or anybody. It has nothing human about it. So it's a true kind of hot-rodded clunker. Yeah. Designed wonderfully by Joe Johnston.
Right.
I saw an interview with him when he was talking about it. They originally wanted the Tantive 4 blockade runner to be the Millennium Falcon. That's the little ship you see right at the start of the first Star Wars film being chased by the Imperial Star Destroyer.
Okay,
Leia's ship. That was originally supposed to be the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, really?
They used it for the blockade runner. And so George sort of told Joe, you got to go and design the Millennium Falcon. And it's just lovely to think that a true artist, he came up with the Millennium Falcon, sat in his apartment looking around his room at shapes and seeing dishes in the bowl, one upside down, right, genuinely on the draining board. Yeah. And you put those together, it's interesting, but it's a flying saucer. So then if we elongate it out the front and put the cockpit on the side coming out and start sketching away. And I just wanted to mention Joe, because many people probably wouldn't know who actually came up with the concept art for Millennium Falcon. And he also came up with the concept art for the AT-AT behind me.
Right, yes.
Great artist. So yeah, the Millennium Falcon. Everybody loves it. Everybody knows it. And that's probably going to be the central exhibit, let's be honest, because it's pretty big. So you can have that right in the slap bang in the center of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of square footage in this place.
Yeah, that needs to be.
Yeah. Unless it's virtual. Maybe it's virtual. Anyway, that's a detail for another day. But okay, great choice. So that's your number 4.
Yeah.
Right?
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is from a little movie called Aliens. It's the Cat P5000 power loader.
Oh, I love it.
I just thought that thing was so cool.
It was. Yeah, that is so cool.
Kind of robotic extension of a person.
Yeah. She's brilliant in that.
Well,
I love the foreshadowing at the start of the movie when you see her using it. And
yes, yeah.
It's really important they did that at the start, otherwise you wouldn't have a clue what's going on at the end when she's strapping herself in. And
this is a piece of machinery that James Cameron must love, because he brought something else almost identical back for Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar. It's you're allowed to plagiarize yourself, aren't you?
Yeah,
that's fine. I think he loves it that much he couldn't leave it be. It's like, you can't just use it once. You know?
No. And I think there's something similar in Edge of Tomorrow, is there not?
Yeah, it's become like this mech suit type thing that you see even in like video games and
right. Yeah, true.
Lego. They do mechs for characters, and it's become part of pop culture history.
Yeah, it almost makes you like a superhero. It's like this extra muscle, right? It gives you that extra power, and
you can use it to move the Falcon. If it's not quite the angle we want, and now we can get in the suit, just give it a nudge.
That's right.
And move it around. Yeah. Love it. That's a great idea.
There you go.
Great
All
shout.
right. What have you got for number 3?
It's Ridley Scott.
Great.
Ridley Scott's coming in.
Yeah.
I think he's the daddy of adult sci-fi. I'm going to say it. It's the series finale. Who cares?
This is your own term.
Yeah.
Adult not
sci-fi.
Endorsed by the program.
And what I mean is anything that's got a classification rating that isn't child friendly.
Right. Yes.
He's the daddy of that. Whether it's Alien, Blade Runner, Prometheus, Raised by Wolves. The Martian is a fantastic movie, and kids can watch that one as well. But for me, he's Hall of Fame worthy. I mean,
absolutely.
We all know this, don't we?
Yeah. Prolific.
Yeah. I'm quite proud, actually. We've got two English directors.
Oh, my.
In the hall.
Isn't that
Scott
true?
And Nolan, yeah.
No Canadians.
No Canadians yet.
On this list.
That's
a great choice. I mean, how can you not?
You can't argue with it, can you, really?
Yeah.
Can't argue with it. So, yeah, it's, don't know where we're going to put Ridley, but, let's give him a cigar, a bar.
Put him in the Cat P5000.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? So that was my number 3. So what's your number 3, buddy?
My number 3, and this may seem unnecessary, but I loved this prop from the moment I saw it. This list, by the way, was almost just a collection of stuff from Back to the Future 2. Just so you know. Yeah. I had to really work hard to not make it that. But Marty's Nike shoes that he puts on when he gets to the future, and they go whoosh, and they suck in around him. I don't know what it was about those shoes. I think I've always liked sneakers like that.
Yeah.
And there was just something about those shoes. If they actually mass produce those, I would buy them. I think you can buy like some fake versions on eBay or something, but they were just so cool and looked so comfortable.
This is a list of things that when you're a billionaire, you're going to go out and buy, aren't you? That's what your
going to have made for me.
Now you're going to want the actual ones Michael was wearing.
Oh, I see. Well, as long as I can wear them, I wouldn't want to get them dirty.
No, you can't wear them. You got to, I
want to be able to wear them.
You got to put them in a Perspex case on the shelf. Because my number 1 is going to be Indiana Jones's fedora.
Right. Okay.
If I'm a billionaire, but I'm not going to wear it. My head doesn't deserve that. There's only one head allowed in that hat, so we're going to put it in a display case instead.
Your head is not worthy.
Nobody's head is worthy other than Mr. Ford's.
Well, these shoes I'm wearing, okay?
Yeah, okay.
But I won't fit into those ones. I
was going to say,
Michael J. Fox and I have different size shoes, yeah.
I'd be surprised if you did.
Yeah. So there you go. What's your number 2?
I just segued to my number 2. Mr. Harrison Ford is in First Actor. He has to be. He's Han Solo and Rick Deckard.
Yeah.
And Indiana Jones. And before you say Indiana Jones isn't sci-fi,
I'm not going to say it.
You're correct. But in one movie he is, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Right.
It's clearly aliens.
Yeah, I know. That's an important distinction.
Yeah. Harrison to me is just... Anybody who's listened to this knows I'm a bit of a fanboy of Mr. Ford. Sure. He's my hero, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned 2049. His reappearance as Rick Deckard in 2049 is just... I thought he should have won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar. It's such a fantastic performance.
Yeah.
Emotional. And he's so different to Han Solo. That's what's lovely about it. Harrison is not the same in all of these roles. He's different as Han as he is to Rick Deckard, as he is to Indiana Jones, as he is to Richard Kimball, as he is to Jack Ryan. Proper movie star and a sci-fi legend. So, yeah.
Yeah.
My number 2 entry is Mr. Harrison Ford. How about you? Who have you got at 2?
Awesome. My number 2 is another prop, which may have only existed in CGI. I'm not 100% sure at this moment. It is from Jurassic Park.
Okay.
And it is the sign over that epic moment between the dinosaurs at the end that says, when dinosaurs ruled the earth.
And it flutters down.
And it flutters down, yeah. So
I thought you'd go for the bug in amber.
It's nice.
Which is a
but
cool
I just feel
prop.
like it's that epic moment, you know, where you have that T-Rex like roaring. And
yeah, that is pretty
I feel like
fantastic.
it's very iconic and deserves to be remembered.
Yeah. Yeah, that's we can hang that over the Millennium Falcon. It'll just confuse people.
It'll hang in the cafeteria.
Okay, yeah.
Where you can eat T-Rex burgers.
Yeah, and Velociraptor hot dogs.
Yes.
Okay.
Raptor dogs.
And Triceratops sandwiches. Is that the original Jurassic Park?
Oh, that is a great idea.
The mountain of dung.
The
Laura Dern has to stick her hand in it.
Trike burger. Yeah. That is one big pile of burger.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear your number 1. And then I know there's going to be the 0, I guess you were calling it.
There's going to be a 0, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1, I mean, it's the easiest choice of all. It's George Lucas. He's the great, if Ridley Scott's the daddy of adult sci-fi, Ridley Scott is the daddy of... if Ridley Scott's the daddy of mature audience sci-fi, then George Lucas has to be the godfather of all sci-fi.
Yeah. In your world.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. He absolutely has to be there.
To be fair, I know Star Wars is quite, culty. Not many people have heard of it. It's only worth about 80 billion as a franchise. More than the entire English Premier League combined. But he's created this. He didn't create a world. He created a galaxy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And when you see everything that's come off, it's an entire galaxy.
Yeah.
Not many people have created a galaxy.
No, that is true. George
Lucas is the president of the Hall of Fame for me.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants things moved around, or you got to go and ask George first, because he's the president.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we should just make him president of the US. Actually, everything would be so much better, wouldn't it? Genuinely, we just made him president.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He has some good political ideas.
He does.
Yeah. Great choice. Absolutely, he has to be there. Iconic.
Thank you. Terrific. And who's your number 1?
Well, my number 1 is another prop.
Wow. I guess I know what it is.
Yeah, it's the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
So we're going to have George Lucas driving the DeLorean into the Hall of Fame.
We can do that.
That's it, isn't it? That's the 2 number 1s going in together. Yeah.
I think, too, that movie came out at a time in my life, circa Dukes of Hazzard and Knight Rider and all of that. Like, cars were a big thing.
The A-Team?
Yeah, a little bit. I couldn't stay up that late, but cars were
5:30. It's on 5:30 over here.
Not where I was.
Oh, okay.
It was like 10 o'clock or something. But cars were such a big thing in the 80s, right?
But they had a very distinctive van.
They did, yeah.
Even though they were hiding from everybody.
Okay, we're not talking about the A-Team right now. No, but do you know what I'm saying? Cars were such a big deal. And I think just being a kid in that, it became like an important character in every show. And so, the DeLorean was just the same.
I'd never made that link, but you're absolutely right. Kids and
I was a huge Dukes of Hazzard fan.
Is that the General Lee?
Yeah, the General Lee. Yeah. Awesome car too, but not sci-fi. Although they did break a few scientific rules. But so the DeLorean, and actually, I was at a film screening a few years ago, and it was on the anniversary of Back to the Future. I think it was the date that's like it was October or whatever it is.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? The date that comes up in the future. And somebody brought a DeLorean.
Really?
Yeah, and so people were sitting in it and all that. So that was really neat.
I think there's only a couple of hundred left in the UK on the road. Because I read a story about it recently that they're dying out.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, apparently it was not a great car.
No.
Like, they weren't overly well made.
No, but they're style over substance, aren't they, I guess?
Totally, yeah.
It's and the gull-wing doors. Oh, my word.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so cool. Gull-wing doors. And it belches fire and goes into the future, which is, really cool.
Yeah, exactly. Add some gadgetry that can travel through time, and you got a pretty amazing vehicle. So that is the official list, and then I think we're coming together with
we're going to come together
honoree.
With two special honorees because I was convinced you'd put him on the list, and now we can't have Steven Spielberg in the parking lot going, guys,
thought it was about I know. He should really be on the list.
Yeah, he should. I mean, just for E.T. alone.
I suppose you're right about that. Yeah.
And Close Encounters, Minority Report. And
now I'm feeling badly.
Yeah.
You got me feeling badly.
You should.
Yeah.
Because,
So let's say that we planned to do this.
Yes.
Where we're going to honor two
special inductees.
Yeah. Lifetime Achievement Awards.
Yeah. And that's Mr. Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
And
John Williams.
Johnny Williams. Yeah.
Yeah.
So John Williams can conduct the music as they all walk in, and then you can follow him behind.
Mm-hmm. That fanfare.
Drop his little stick. What they called?
A conducting stick, I think.
Drop his conducting stick like
it might have another name.
Yeah, I think it has got another
Harry
name.
Potter wand. I'm not sure. We get the idea.
Baton?
Oh, maybe.
Anyway, so we always planned all along.
Yes,
Steven Spielberg and John Williams to come in together, hand in hand.
Yeah. In a DeLorean.
Yes. As George Lucas flies over them in the Millennium Falcon. That's even.
Oh my gosh.
That's just epic.
Yeah, that is.
They all walk into the atrium and goes, "What's that poster?"
Yeah.
Now that was fun, and I think they are all well deserving of their enshrinement.
Yeah. Even the shoes.
Even the shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put Marty McFly's shoes in ahead of Steven Spielberg.
the order was slightly arbitrary. Okay. Didn't want to be too predictable.
Okay, yeah. That's what you want, isn't it?
There's always next year.
There's always next year, yeah.
All right, so this is going to be a really neat facility.
It is. What's the entry fee?
It's going to be 2 arrows. It's going to be like Ian's stuff, Jeremy's stuff.
Yeah. And it's going to be a different admission charge. Because in mine, you get to meet Harrison Ford. Let's be honest,
Well, we'll see.
It's just going to be a max work of him. Can't actually expect Harrison to be there all, 5 days a week, 9 till 5. No. I think people are going to want to see the Millennium Falcon.
They are, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, I think mine wins.
So that is the first set of inductees into the Science Fiction Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. It was fun, that was.
Yeah, that was.
I enjoyed that.
Nobody else probably did, but we did, and that's the important thing.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. And so It's with a slight tear that we come to the end of this season. Only slight.
I was going to say, again, just us crying, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably just us crying.
No, it's been fantastic. Thank you, guys,
it really
for listening. We're going to take a break, go and shoot a movie.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with Series 2.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Ian, it's been a pleasure talking with you all these many hours.
Thanks, Jay.
And we will catch you in the next one.
Take care.
Popcorn in Orbit is produced by the Shooting Eye and Ice River Pictures.